Alright, so right now we're trying to adjust the tracks on this Lombard. We only have a ½ an inch to go this way, which is not enough to take slack out of the chains, so we're gonna move it forward to make more slack in the chains so that we can take a link out. And right now Mark is loosening the stop so we can move the tracks forward. And these 4 main bolts are what hold this thing tight. So we gotta loosen those up. Loosening the stop with this wrench that appears to be made for this. The track slides under this main axle, this whole piece right here. So what we want to do is pry right in between this crack right here so that we can move the track forward. And this part adjusts independently to adjust the slack in the actual track. What we gotta do is jack up this side of the axle so that we can get all the weight off the tracks and be able to adjust it a lot easier. Yeah, let's try prying. There we go. See?
Coming down.
So now, as you can see, the chains are resting on the axle. So the adjustment did something. And right now we're going to try to attempt and remove a link. We think that's enough slack to remove a whole link. The link is not in a convenient spot, right in the middle of the track, above the axle. So we need to have 2 people on each end lift up the chain and slide it towards this way, towards the front of the Lombard, so that we can get the master link ideally right by this sprocket rather than back here. Spacing out the chain away from the sprocket so that it'll slide backwards.
Go for it.
Alright. Right now Randy's manually turning the engine so we can tighten up this sprocket, pull the chain taut. Working pretty well.
Took it out last week.
So we're pressing the pin out now. You can see this press we have here.
We are right about there.
We're gonna need some more. I don't think we got more, buddy.
If we flatten these links out, it might. I'm so close. Hammer. You got it? It's getting there.
We just got this pin in by the skin of our teeth.
Mike, I'm pretty sure you still have that other.
So we use these little rods, slowly sized ourselves up from a screwdriver to this rod, prying in the hole until we could get the pin to go in on one side. And we got it. Just tightened up the 4 main bolts here. As you can see, the mark shows us before, right there, before, after. And that was enough. That was enough slack for us to get that link out, hook the chain up. Now it is nice and taut the way it should be, as you can see. Think smarter, not harder, boys.